Hello and welcome to Breathe with Lucas and the fifth in our series of breath technique profile videos. And today we're taking a look at probably the most famous breath in the world currently, created as part of a longer form wellness method or positive stress hormesis method by a Dutchman named Wim Hoff. Yes, we're talking about the Wim Hoff breath, probably responsible for bringing so much breathwork practice, at least in modern times, over to the West from the East. Powerful breath, to be honest, a conscious connected breath where the inhales and exhales have no gap, so like a circular connecting breath. And the man himself will say that you can do it either through the nose or through the mouth. The way I was always taught, and will continue to teach it in my practice, is as a super powerful, connecting, grounding, energizing, clearing breath. It's all of these things, but it's really designed to give you that supercharged nervous system till before we go into the longer states of hypoxia and stressing that body positively with those longer breath holds. So that's the general idea behind Wim Hof, but knowing it as a breath style on its own looks a little like this. So mouth, so rolling through, as I've said in the alkaline breathing video number 2, I think it was, it's very much a rolling through breath. So filling that lower belly and abdomen, rising up to the heart space and cascading out in a circular motion. And remembering that circular motion is particularly key when we speed up the breath, if you really want to get into some of the faster paced stuff. Just before we go into the practice, if you haven't tried hypoxic breathwork before or longer holds after overbreathing, then don't just dive straight into this, watch and learn. I would ideally recommend that you start with something lighter, like box or triangle breath, to build up that CO2 tolerance and get a bit of an understanding of the feelings and sensations and experiences that you may have with the hypoxic practice. All of that being said, let's get some practice.
Couple of grounding and calming breaths to begin. As always, Wim Hof is a powerful prepatory over-breathing technique, and we should always ground before launching, ensuring our base is strong whether seated or lying, and reminding ourselves of the rolling motion to come. Initially, the open mouth breathing can feel awkward or unusual, with some people, myself included on some days, immediately breathing into the chest, which is where we want to finish the breath, not start it. To help with this, purse the lips a little, just enough to create the resistance on the inhale. You may need to move your mouth shape around a little to find the perfect resistance for you and your cadence, and that's okay. Watch, listen, feel, and adjust. The inhale through these shaped lips is powerful and directly into the lower belly or abdomen. Once rolling, the diaphragm will really start to breathe for you as we move to a faster speed here, pulling that prana in without much assistance. Also, by breathing powerfully into this lower center, the energy generated naturally lifts that last 20% of the breath, each breath, into the heart space before exhaling, almost passively. So remember to allow your intention to follow that exhale out. Wim Hof is a full body rolling breath, usually done for 30 or 40 breaths before completing a transition that you see here. This means a full inhale in and holding for a few seconds and up to 20, then exhaling completely into an exhale hold or breath retention for 30 seconds or more. This is where the absolute magic happens, which we will go into in more detail in other videos, but just know that rush of well-being you're experiencing right now is the body thanking you. Once the hold is done, we will take a big recovery breath in to remind the body we are safe, followed by a gentle exhale into meditation, as here. All of this can happen in the space of 5 or 10 minutes, but can also be extended out to longer sessions of 20 minutes or more.
Now the Wim Hof breath, as I said, part of the longer method would include that hold or multiple rounds of the over breathing and then the holds. And then you'll be jumping in an ice bath and bringing that breath with you into the cold exposure therapy. So all about the positive stress side of things, but in our practice, when I refer to the Wim Hof breath, it's the powerful, circular, connected mouth breathing. So keep an eye out for that. It's used in a lot of probably my second most used breath in the practice. Really good for energy, really good for clearing, and preparation for a deeper meditation, because it really sets you on that road to bliss when we're holding our breath. For the Wim Hof breath, stay safe, stay free. Keep an eye on the channel, share, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to help this content continue to grow. We'll see you again real soon. Peace.